It's not only just doing things artificial intelligence does, is our chatbot and things, but getting the outputs, and then it can produce those results into a document. That's one of the cooler features, I think.
Today I'm here with Brett from WWT. Hey, Brett.
I work for WWT in the Advanced Technology Center, which is our advanced lab where we evaluate a series of technologies for customers.
What's the biggest challenges that your customers are facing these days, and what are you guys doing to help them?
So from a lab perspective, we see customers evaluating a series of technology, whether it's branch, campus, Wi-Fi, data center infrastructure, AI infrastructure, across a broad spectrum of technologies. So from a challenge perspective, our customers are battled with how do they compare and contrast these OEM solutions, as well as how do they perform hardware lifecycle management, things like that nature. And we do that in a couple of different ways in the lab. One of those ways is proof of concept work, roughly 90 days. Let's plug a product in, see how it works. Another way of us doing long-term engagements with customers is lab hosting, where we'll go in and set something up for 3 to 5 years and continuously run lifecycle management. How do we manage that on top with a tool like NetBrain, right?
How does NetBrain fit into the broader architecture at WWT? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I think the end goal is how do we get a good digital twin of all these various things going on at all given times. And we have roughly 500 racks today. That's all labs. Those are multiple customer pods of different things they're looking at. So how do we get a digital twin of that, either archive it or perform some kind of AI automation testing against it? With NetBrains, there's a lot of cool outputs you can get with AI now in terms of like pulling documentation off based on runbooks or queries, and we can provide that data back to customers, outside of the stuff we already give them from a comparative result.
What's something that you learned about NetBrain maybe in the last year's conference or in the last year that's been kind of like a wow moment for you?
So I've seen a series of demos here, and I've seen a series of demos at Worldwide Technology as we kind of looked at it early on. I think the AI integration components, where it's not only just doing things artificial intelligence does, is our chatbot and things, but getting the outputs and reorganizing outputs with chatbots where, maybe you have a series of BGP, queries for convergence and things you're running, and then it can produce those results into a document. And then you can tweak that document with an AI chatbot to get either a summarization for an executive side of things or a more detailed output for an engineering or operations side of things. So that's one of the cooler features, I think, that they offer both me and I think anyone that would use it.
Yeah, I wish I had that when I was in IT doing all this stuff. I forget the spreadsheets or tell my boss what was going on. But if I could make it my boss level and then my engineers level, wow.
I've been in engineering and operations for a long time at a lot of different places. And I've been a part of those war room outages where you're just sitting there with a CIO arguing about what is actually happening. And that's where these kind of tools come in and really help.
Thanks for being here this time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.